The NFL season is fastly approaching, so I thought, hey, let's review some of the biggest games the NFL has to offer. Does that sound fun to you? Well, it sounds fun to me, so let's look at them. The first game we're looking at is the very first game in the NFL season, the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Dallas Cowboys. Now, this is just really funny to me because I feel like this matchup only happened because the Eagles won the Super Bowl. Jerry Jones is like, call Roger. Roger, I know you're there. Roger, give us the first game, please. Roger, I know you're there. You can hear me. So basically, that's why I think this first game is happening, so the Cowboys can get some attention, and they're doing the first game of the year. They are doing it against the Eagles, so I think that was Roger Goodell's spite, saying like, okay, you can get the first game of the year, but you're going to face the Super Bowl champions. So that's how I see it. How do you see it? Overall, I don't know how this game's going to go. The Eagles and Cowboys, regardless of how good or bad, will play a close game. If they're the same teams as last year, I still think Dallas will keep it close. But teams are different from year to year. I think Dallas will be more healthy. I think Philadelphia will be Philadelphia. And honestly, I don't agree with the 7-point spread. I think it'd be a very toss-up game. Regardless of who wins, the media will overreact, as in the Cowboys are so back, or is the Cowboys still suck. We'll get there when we get there, but that's how it's going to go down. Our first international game of the year is in Brazil. It's the Los Angeles Chargers versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Last year, we had the Brazil game between the Packers and the Eagles, and you know what? It was a pretty fun game, although the field was really bad and everyone was falling down a lot. Not the funnest, considering it probably got Jordan Love injured that year. So, hopefully they can get a better field this time. I'm not going to blame Brazil. I'm blaming the NFL. They're a billion-dollar company. They should get their field right. They should get this down months ahead. But I think this will be a Chargers-Chiefs game. You know what I mean, right? Like a Chargers-Chiefs game. You know how it goes. The Chargers will be leading early. The Chiefs will take a lead in the third. The Chargers will have multiple drives to tie the game or take the lead, but squander all of them, with the Chiefs winning by about 3 points in the end. It's the same thing every time. Herbert's only beat Mahomes once, and it wasn't even in regulation. So why would this time be any different? It's in Brazil. Our first Sunday night game of the year is gonna be an absolute doozy, and it's already giving me PTSD, and we're still a month away from it. The Baltimore Ravens versus the Buffalo Bills are the first Sunday night game of the year, and oh my gosh, I love this game so much, but it also makes me sad considering if we beat them, it's gonna be like, oh yeah, so you beat them now, not in the divisional round game. Mark Andrews, I still remember that. But overall, you kind of have to just take the games for entertainment for a while. The first few weeks, you can't really focus too much on records. You just gotta enjoy the game. So hopefully by the week 1, I'm not too worried about Ravens winning this game because it decides the division. I'm more so hoping the Ravens win because I like them. And also, I'm hoping for a fun game because we should be watching fun football, goddammit. Why do you want to watch bad football? Did you like watching the Raiders last year, the Browns? If you did, why? Anyways, hopefully it's a good game. Let's get the closest thing we have to a Halloween game, which is October 30th with the Baltimore Ravens versus the Miami Dolphins. Lamar Jackson has had a weird history with the Miami Dolphins. I believe he is 2-2 against them, and all of his games ended up in very wacky situations. He either destroys them and plays amazing, or he'll have a wacky game and lose to the combination of Jacoby Brissett and Tua Tagovailoa, or they'll blow a 21-point lead in the fourth quarter. So really, who the hell knows what's going to happen in this game? Especially since it's in Miami and not Baltimore, you got to throw your hands up in the air. As much as I think my Ravens are going to win, and they should win, you don't know, everybody. I've tried to explain it. I can't explain it, all right? Just get off my back. Our Thanksgiving games this year are going to be a rather interesting one. We have Green Bay Detroit, which I think Green Bay Detroit should always be Detroit's matchup in the Thanksgiving games because I feel they're always really good fun games. Stop making them face the Bears. For God's sake, stop. Stop putting the Bears on Thanksgiving. It's awful every time. Good God. Anyways, these two teams have fun games, I think, usually every time they face. Last time they had a fun game where Dan Campbell sabotaged the team, of course, but also the Green Bay Packers just play better, I feel like, in Detroit than they're at home when they face Detroit. Very strange. The next game is Kansas City versus Dallas on Thanksgiving, and they're finally giving Dallas an opponent that's not the freaking Washington Commanders or the New York Giants since 2021. Because when the Cowboys have to face teams that's not in their division in the Thanksgiving game, they lose. And I bet you want to know what's going to happen. Patrick Mahomes is back in the closest city to his hometown in Dallas, Texas. They're going to win. The Chiefs are going to win. Sorry, Dallas. You can't be plot armor of Patrick Mahomes, even if it is in Jerry's world. And we get Baltimore versus Cincinnati, and that is a very nice game. Instead of putting the Dolphins and Packers in the most frustrating game ever between a good team and a mid team, and that mid team getting destroyed. Now, obviously, I think the Bengals are going to be the exact same team, but that doesn't take away from the fact that both these teams put on 2 absolute bangers last year, and I expect them to put another banger on again. The Black Friday game is the Chicago Bears versus the Philadelphia Eagles, and I don't know why there's spread out for this. The game is in 3 months, and wild things could happen since then. So I don't know why it's like this. But overall, maybe the Bears are better this year. They could be. If they're not like a playoff team, I at least expect them to be like an entertaining offensive team. So maybe they can make a fun game with the Eagles. Who knows? Our Christmas games are as follows. The Dallas Cowboys versus the Washington Commanders. Of course, Jerry Jones wants to have a game on the first game of the year, Thanksgiving, and Christmas Day, because he can't help himself, Jerry. I know you can't help yourself because your team sucked last year, buddy. They're facing Washington, and Washington obviously is a team that has shocked a lot of people. But even with that, they lost to Dallas without Dak Prescott. So it could be an interesting one, especially it's in Washington. So it's going to be cold. It's going to be snowy, which is good. If it was in Jerry's world, that'd be so annoying. You want to have snow on a Christmas game. We also have Minnesota versus Detroit, and either way, this is going to be in a dome, which does stink, but also these teams love to put on fun matchups, unless it's the last week of the season, and the freaking Vikings choke, and they suck, and the Lions destroy them, and then the Lions go on to the next round, and instantly get destroyed by Washington, so none of it mattered in the end. Nothing of this freaking matters. And Denver and Kansas City. I think Denver's actually going to shock them here and beat them. And that is mostly the top games of the year that are going to happen. Obviously, there's a bunch of different matchups and different teams that'll be good, so future matchups will get switched, and it'll be really fun, and it'll suck. It's going to be awful. It's going to be boring as shit. You're going to get halfway through the season and realize, man, why did I miss football? This sucks. This all sucks. But that's the fun part of watching the NFL. You never appreciate it in the moment, but you always appreciate it when it's over. So, that is it for everybody. Thank you for watching my video. Hopefully you enjoy the games this year, because hopefully I will, because good God, man. I need to see a different team in the AFC this year. That's all I need. That's all I need. But that's it for me. Thank you for watching, everybody. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.